Hi everyone, and welcome to the 13th to the 19th of September vibes. I wish I could say this was going to be an amazing week, and it probably will be in its own way, but I don't feel as optimistic about this week as what I normally would about other weeks. So what's going on here is we have a support challenge, and this is giving support. This is receiving support. And most importantly of all, is to create the kind of support that you want and need. Because as you know, if you don't know how to create the support that you want and need, how are you going to know specifically how to communicate the kind of support that you want? How are you going to pull that in? How are you going to be a magnet to that? Because if you're confused, you're sending out frequencies all over the place that's also confused. And the universe is like, well, I don't know what you want. You're confused? Okay, perfect. I'm going to give you more things to feel confused about in terms of feeling supported in your life. And this is how we can become stuck in a cycle that we don't want because we are focused on what we don't have or what we don't want instead of creating what it is that we want and need. And that is exactly what this vibe is coming in here to tell you how to create that, how to create the support that you want. But first of all, what's really, really important here is for you to look at, do you have a positive or a negative association with support? Why is that important? The reason is, if you have trauma and stress associated with support, then of course it's going to be really challenging for you to call that in, to accept that, to create that, and to allow that. That is very, very important to understand here. If you have trauma associated with that, and you haven't dealt with the open wounds as maybe subconscious in some cases, and normally these wounds are subconscious and they show up in your life by you just sabotaging support, but you don't necessarily consciously know and understand why. That's what happens. That's how it plays out. And the only thing that you feel at the end of the day is angry. You feel frustrated. You feel like, everyone wins except you. No, you feel really unsupported. You can't go to where you want to go to in your life. You can't create what it is that you want to create. Because yes, we sometimes do need support to do what we want in life, to create what we want in life. And this vibe is coming in, and it's a very confrontational vibe. Not confrontational in the sense of being aggressive or, bullying or abusive, nothing like that. But it's really just like right in our face, and it's saying, hey, it's time to look at why are you pushing away support? Because support can have so many different avenues in terms of why we push it away. First of all, I've come to learn in my events, when I teach the Metaphysical Anatomy Healing Technique, and it's also in my Reveal the Woman Within healing retreats, I cannot tell you how many times I see this pattern play out over again and again and again and again. And that is when someone allows them to be supported, they feel unworthy of expressing the exact type of support that they want and need. They don't feel worthy of correcting maybe someone who is giving them support, but it's not the kind of support that they need. What is that going to do at the end of the day? It's going to make you feel unsupported, even though you do have support in your life. And that will make you feel, or you might feel people will then think that you are being ungrateful. Well, excuse me, I'm sorry. If you don't get the kind of support that you want and need, then everyone's wasting their time. What's the point? Right? What's the point? Everyone is then busy doing something but working towards nothing. Do you see my point? So this vibe is going to confront you with that. And it's going to show you this is where you feel the lack of support. But this is where you also have it. But now it's time to direct the energy of that support constructively, instead of it just dropping and melting down into cracks and avenues where it's just going to waste. This vibe is also asking you to value people's time and effort that they are putting in supporting you. by actually being honest with them and saying, hey, this is the kind of support that I need. I love what you're doing. It's amazing what you're doing. I love your energy. I love your time. You are important to me. I value you. But I'm also valuing you so much that if you're really truly doing this to support me, then may I please kindly ask for us to move it into this direction so that it can be more supportive towards me, because this is what I'm trying to create. And here is how you can help me to create that. Because remember, at the end of the day, guys, it takes teamwork to make a dream work. I don't care how independent you think you are. At the end of the day, we all need support in one way or another. And yes, you are supported in all aspects of your life. Maybe we just don't always see it because we're looking for support in a specific direction, that we miss all the other avenues where we do have support. Right? It's a very interesting vibe. And it can feel confronting only if you have a fear of asking for support. And the reason why there could be a fear of asking for support is firstly feeling unworthy of it. And secondly, feeling unsure of the kind of support that you want and need. Because remember, if you are supported, it doesn't mean that you have to be or feel obligated to that person. It doesn't mean that you suddenly have to feel controlled by their love and by their effort, and that you're going to lose your energy in the future because now you have to do something back. Here's the beauty about communication. If this is something that you have a fear of, if this is something that's a concern for you, nip it in the bud. If someone offers you support, say thank you, but express to them, here is my shortcomings right now. Here's where I'm at in my life. If you really truly want to support me, then yes, I will take it. I will accept it. Thank you. But I don't know if I can give this back to you right now. And I don't know if the next year or two, where and how I can commit to giving this back to you. And if you are okay with this, then yes, I will accept your support. And of course, if you can give that support back in one way or another, then establish what the exchange will be. That's perfect. But open communication is vital. At the moment there's a gray area, you are going to be disappointed. And you are going to maybe potentially disappoint someone else, because sometimes, let's be honest, people give with strings attached. People give support with expectations, whether they realize it or not. Sometimes people support, right? They support others, but there's a subconscious, subtle need to control with that support. So be mindful of how this is showing up in your life and the pitfalls that can also come with this, because this is a very anxious type of week. It's a very nervous type of week, and a lot of impulsive actions and reactions can take place in this week as well. So be mindful, because if our support system doesn't feel solid, it has a massive ripple effect to all other areas of our life as well. As you know, right? We are biologically designed to feel supported in our environment. This relationships, our living environment, our career, our financial stability, all these are sources of support. So be mindful that you perhaps don't make decisions too fast, that you don't communicate things maybe too impulsively, or that you don't make decisions too impulsively as well. Focus on what is real and what is not. Don't get stuck in hypotheticals. Let that go. It doesn't exist. Don't get stuck in fantasies or in what ifs or in your superficial fears about this and that. This week is all about reality. It's about coming back to where we really truly are in the here and now. Because there's no point in worrying about next week. Honest to God, there's no point, because every decision that you make right now will define that week. So guys, if anything, be worried about right now, because right now is going to define that week that you're worried about right now. See what I mean? So call your power back, be present, be in the here and now, because this is where you can powerfully create the support that you want and need. So guys, enjoy also all my events coming up. I have a lot of free events coming up, especially my Healing Psychosomatic Weeks. We do it once a week. You do want to join me there, and also subscribe to my bars here, subscription bar, notification bar. Check out the description bar as well for so much more information. And until next week, be the light that you are. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm sure that you learned a lot. So guys, subscribe to my channel here and also hit the notifications bar, and so that you can get notified every time when I upload a new video. So guys, also remember to share the video and also look out for courses that I have below in the description bar. And until next time, be the light that you are.